Good morning. Good morning. Gee, it's great to start your day with coffee with Karma today. Good morning. Now, today I'm going to be sharing with you five impactful strategies to elevate your self published book success. With these five tactics, you can make your book a more effective client magnet and book for your readers as well. Hi, my name is Carma Spence, and I help executive coaches, business leaders, and consultants write, publish, and market client attracting books so that they can grow their businesses. Now, the first tip I have is to treat your book like it's a startup. So, if you consider your book like it's a little micro business, what would you do to start up a new business? Do those things to start up your book. That means apply strategic planning, have branding, preferably branding that sort of matches your branding, but it doesn't have to exactly match. It can have its own little mini brand. Uh, you do marketing efforts just as you would do with your primary business. This strategic approach to your book can significantly impact its book sales and its ability to reach those ideal clients that you wrote the book to attract in the first place. Tip number two, embed lead magnets directly into your book. Now, there are different ways you can do this, and there is a nuanced art to this tactic. First, most people recommend that you have a page that says, "Here's my lead magnet." Not in those words. You make it enticing just as you would on your website. Some people put it at the back of the book. It's recommended that you put it at the front of your book because that way someone can see it, be exposed to it, and even go request it without ever buying your book because it shows up in the look inside feature on Amazon. But that's not exactly what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is weaving opt-ins, incentives to get onto your list throughout the book. And there is nuance to this. So, for example, there's a book called Affirmations. As I was reading it, at first I thought, "God, this is brilliant." Every time he says something, I've got a thing that you can do that I do this, but he kept doing it over and over and over and over till I felt I was being bludgeoned by his offers and his opt-ins, and basically the book ended up feeling more like a sales page than a book. It's a good book if you can get around all that sales stuff, you will get value out of it. Or you can go the other way, which is what happened to me on Home Sweet Home page. My intention, this was my intention going, is here's the book. Here are some additional resources that if you would like them, they're worth hundreds of dollars, but if you would like them, please give me your email address. Well, I got some reviews from people saying, she wanted my email address in order to get the rest of the book, and I'm like, "There is no rest of the book. The book is perfect, whole, and complete. As it is, there is no rest of the book. These are additional resources that can have value, but you could function just fine without them." So, what learned by seeing, because I got a couple of reviews like that, I talked about my opt-in incorrectly. I somehow implied in my messaging that this was the rest of the book. So you've gotta walk a fine line where you're not banging people over the head with your opt-in, and you're not misleading them into thinking that they should have this for free without ever giving you an email address. And I think I struck that balance fairly well in my series I just put out this year. I haven't had any complaints yet, so this is good. But I was more nuanced. I said, "Okay, here's the thing. If you would like this extra thing, I have this available for free. All you need to do is give me your email address." And you don't wanna do that so much that people feel like they're not getting the whole book. Or like the book is nothing but a sales page, you wanna give value in your book, but you also wanna layer in multiple opportunities for someone to join your list. Tip number 3, leverage customer journey mapping. Now, this is something I talk about in my own trainings, and, I'm actually planning a 3-day challenge that will be going in that this will be a part of, and that's what I call a customer transformation map, but there's also customer journey maps, and what's the difference? A customer transformation map, which is what I teach, is a map of the transformation that you lead a client through when they start working with you, from the very first before state to the very last after state, because people do come to you throughout that. They don't always come to you at the beginning, sometimes they come to you during a milestone in the middle. But there's also something called customer journey mappings, and that is the journey that your client goes through in order to become a customer. So there's, like, the awareness phase, and then there's the interest phase, and then there's the decision phase, and then there's onboarding. If you can leverage those 2 types of maps to create the right book and lead them on the journey in a logical way that feels natural and flows, then your book will be a more effective asset in your business. Tip number 4, incorporate multimedia elements. So now there are actually ebooks that you can embed video in, literally embed video in. However, not all ebook readers will be able to read the video. So I don't recommend quite doing that yet unless you're selling it as a PDF, and then you can, like, do a picture and have it link out, which you can do in a regular ebook as well. What This is how I recommend doing it right now. That is, have videos that either go into more depth about particular ideas within your book, or add a layer onto it, or explain it in a different way to help someone better understand it. And then what you do is you either put the URLs in your book or QR codes. Now, if you're gonna turn this into an audiobook, if you're gonna have multiple of these, what I recommend is coming up with one simple, easy to say URL, and then tell everybody to go to that for the videos, and then that URL either leads them to a page where all the videos live, or a free mini course that they can go through where each video or each chapter's collection of videos is in a module. That way, all your videos are in one place. If they want to go and binge watch them, they can, and you only have one URL that you need to say during your audiobook. And tip number 5, yes, you are self-publishing, but that doesn't mean you can't be professional. Hire out cover design. I have done my own cover design, but I also have a bit of a design, uh, aesthetic. That said, the more important the book, whenever it's gonna be a physical book, I always hire a designer. In fact, there was a special sale on one company, and I've got, like, 4 covers that I can use with them for the next 4 books that I'm writing. So I highly recommend getting someone who really knows how to design a cover to do that, and it doesn't have to cost a lot. It can. Some people want $5,000 for it, but you can also go to 99 Designs. This is what I often do. Go to 99 Designs and run a contest. A contest, last time I checked, was around $300, and what happens is multiple designers compete to get that cover design project, and so they give you various ideas for designs that they might do. You choose which one you like, then they finalize it, and in your brief, you have to describe that, "I want this for hardcover, paperback, ebook," what all the different formats you want it for so that they know going in that they're gonna give you multiple files. So there you go. 5 tips to help you be a more effective self-published indie author. My name is Carma Spence, and I'm saying ciao for now. Be sure to come back on Friday when Klaatu will be coming for a visit, and I'll be sharing 5 powerful strategies that could help you be a better author of a book inspired by the day the earth stood still. Ciao.